Hi, welcome to another weekly vlog. I've just realised as I've turned this camera on that you can see all of our outdoor bar stash just there. Makes us look like we're really big drinkers, but we're not. Only sometimes. Anyway, welcome to another weekly vlog. This is the first time I've turned on the camera this week. It's Monday the 19th of November. I got back from Melbourne and we sold our house while we were in Melbourne. So we had to come back and kind of regroup and work out what we were going to do. So we've done that now. We're on a path. So yeah, I feel a lot better. But I just kind of needed that time to just work out my life, basically. There's a time in the next couple of months where we will not have a home, or we will be going to the beach and maybe bumming off friends and yeah, but that's okay. We're just going to take the opportunity to travel around a bit and chill out before we start our new life in our new town. Blah 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 blah. So I haven't read really. What's going on with my reading is I am reading Go Went Gone by Jenny Erpenbeck. This is a buddy read with my sister, which is so nice. It's a story about it's set in Berlin, a retired professor who decides to befriend some refugees to work out what's going on. There's a bit of uncertainty with the German refugee policy and he's trying to work it out. I want to love this book, but I don't. I'm 130 pages in or something, I think it is. And it's a case where I don't like Richard, the protagonist. I don't like him at all. I find him selfish, and every time a refugee tells their story, Richard interrupts and relates it to something in his own life, which I guess is how people make sense of things. But it's really my biggest issue with a lot of people that, and I try not to be that person where when someone's telling you a story, you're thinking about how it relates to you and then you want to give them your version of what they just told you. That really annoys me in people. I hate it. I want everybody just to listen to each other and ask questions and take other people's stories on board without having to relate it to their own experiences. So I've got a little bit of an issue around that, and Richard, that's all he does. That's all he does, and it's driving me nuts. What's giving me hope is that the last chapter I just read was from one of the refugees' perspectives, which is a nice change and needed to come. Oh, this wind. So we heard from Awad from his own point of view, which was nice. Richard was still buffling around in the background, but yeah, it was still nice that came in. So perhaps this is turning around. This is kind of dragging on, when you know that you're just not getting stuck into it because you're not enjoying it. I just need to get it out of the way. That's where I'm at with this book at the moment, which is such a shame because I want to love it. And maybe it'll all turn around. We will see. So that's where my reading's up to. That's where my life's up to. Maybe I'll dig into those bottles just to calm down a little bit. But I'll talk to you again soon when I've done some reading. Okay, bye. I am moving house and I have to pack up my books, and I don't know whether I'll be able to unpack them for probably 2 months. So I need to go through all of these books that I have here and decide what books I'm going to keep. I just don't know how I'm going to decide. I have no idea. So I think what I'm going to do is just quickly sort them into 2 piles. And then we can go through the pile where I'm trying to make up my mind, and maybe you might be able to help me in the end. I don't want to pack them. So I have my piles. This is for December and January. I can read, on a really good month, 10 books a month, but we've got Christmas and moving and no kids at school. Kids are in school holidays, so they're around all the time. So I really probably only need 10 books for both of those months. No. I've got 23 books. So these are the books I have to choose from. I've got Thomas Hardy. So I've got 2 Thomas Hardy books. The Return of the Native and Under the Greenwood Tree. I should pick one. Under the Greenwood Tree. Right, action. This is good. I've got Helen Garner. 3 Helen Garner books. I didn't put in Josephine Kay's Constellation because I don't think I can handle that mentally because it's a serious book. So I guess these are the short stories, and I am going for a holiday at the beach. Postcards from surfers. Okay, that's it. Oh, am I just going to take one Helen Garner? Yeah, I am. I've got 2 John Boynes, plus another one, but I'm hoping to read that before we go. Mutiny on the Bounty or The Thief of Time. Mutiny on the Bounty. Okay, look at me. Go. Then I've got Elizabeth Gaskell. I really, really want to read this. Yeah, I'm totally taking that. Ian McEwan, because I might be reading that with Sean, so I'll pack that. Okay, I've got a Sophie Laguna book, The Eye of the Sheep. Where's her other one? Oh, The Choke. Oops. So this is the book I've read of Sophie Laguna's. It's amazing. She's an Australian author and she's fantastic. You need to check her out. And I really wanted to read her other book, so I'll put that up there. So, okay. I've got The Eye of the Sheep. I've got Where the Trees Were by Inga Simpson, which I just hauled and spoke to you about. And The Woman in the Window, which is a thriller, so it could be good pacey beach reading. So I'm taking those 2. This is trashy, and I'm going on a beach holiday. I need to pack the trash, don't I? Yeah, I need to pack the trash. This is Sagaland, Icelandic folklore stuff. It might be a bit heavy. Okay, that one's out. This is the first in that Anthony Trollope series that I started to read that I just hauled. So yeah, I want to make a start on that. Here's 2 books relating to Indigenous issues. Carpentaria and Richard Flanagan. I need to decide, one or the other. Okay, Carpentaria. I've got H is for Hawk, which I really, really want to read. It's such a beautiful little edition. Yep. How to Make an American Quilt. This is about like female friendships, I think, and community. That might make me feel sad considering I'm homeless for a couple of months. So yeah, I might leave that one. 11, 12, 13. What did I say? 10. And I've got these things left. A Lionel Shriver book that I just hauled. I've got The Sellout. And I've got Never Let Me Go. Okay, I'm going to take all 3 of them. So all up, I've got 16 books when I said I only have 10. That's not going to cut it. So I need your help. I need to cut it back to 10 books. So in the comments, if you want to just message me your favourite, and then I guess I'll get a few comments and kind of ditch the ones that aren't getting any likes. I don't know. I can't decide. There's no way I can decide this. There's just so many beautiful books. And if I have to pack them all up, I have to have some around me. So, okay. That's what we're going to run with. I'm at 16 books. Hopefully I can cut it back to 10. I just saw this book, which I really, 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 really want to read. It's 17 books now. This is The Birdman's Wife. Sorry, I didn't say that. This is just going to keep happening. This pile's just going to keep growing. not a good idea. I cannot be a minimalist. It just would not work. Welcome to the school commute. It's Tuesday the 20th. Fitzy, you forgot to cross off your thing on your calendar.
Okay, we can do it bit after school.
Yeah, let's do it after school. It's Tuesday the 20th and I am taking the kids to school. I have some mum jobs to do in town this morning and then I will catch back up with you when we get home. Fire! Roadworks. So first job done, the kids are at school. Now I have to go and do groceries. Mum job number 1. Next stop is library. I made it home and this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna finish this book. Bloody book that I don't like, but I want to finish it completely so that I can say I read it all and I really didn't like it. So I've just got that little bit left to go. Less than 100 pages. This book's so bad it doesn't keep my interest. So I just found this random video on YouTube where this woman goes around and asks people to call their crush. And so they ring them and ask them to go on a date. It's such a fun idea for a video. And it's so nice watching people, crush on someone else. I've been married nearly 10 years and I've been with my husband nearly 17 years, I guess. So I can't remember those feelings too well. So it's always, not that that's a bad thing. I wouldn't go back to those days of uncertainty and will he call, will he not call kind of situations. But yeah, that's a fun video to watch. If I remember, I'll put it in the description below. It just feel good. Oh, now I need to read this book before the kids get home. Okay, just finished Go Went Gone. I snuck it in. I didn't finish it before I went and picked up the boys. I just finished it then. My thoughts. It's a 3-star book for me. It's the second part of, probably the last third of the book redeemed itself for me. I hated the first part of the book. This is what I'm thinking. What Jenny Erpenbeck presented us with was an old stoic German academic who went on a personal growth journey and who learnt to step outside his comfort zone, who learnt unconditional trust, and that was due to his interactions with the refugee community that he inserted himself in. I can see that. I know that. I know what she was trying to do. I just don't think it was well done. I just feel like she went for too long with Richard, the main character, being completely self-obsessed, and just even the little sexual innuendos, and every time he interacted with a woman there was something sexual that he had to say about it. Even when he saw a photo of one of the refugees' sisters who still lives in Africa, he had a sexual comment about it. It annoyed me. So I understand that she was working through that personal growth story. I just really think that it was clunky. That's all. It's certainly thought-provoking, the idea that you can insert yourself into these people's lives and make a difference. For me, in Australia, the refugee crisis is real. I certainly don't agree with our governments, the way that our governments treat people seeking refuge. Right now I live in a white bubble, but I'm moving to a town that is a safe community and a welcome community for refugees. So I have always intended to insert myself into whatever I can when we move there. So this was kind of a timely book for me to read. It just gave me a little bit of a push that, that it's something that I want to do. Just reaffirmed that, I guess. But as for the book, I'm sorry. I just didn't like it. So 3 stars. But at least I finished it. I was so close to bailing so many times. Okay, I'm going to go and find another book. I'll let you know what I move on to next.
Pop bum, grand bum. Tootsie princess bum. Naughty boy bum. Hippie bum. Pokey bum. Everybody has a bum.
Right, so it's 4 in the morning. I've been awake for an hour. Oh, that's my bun. I've lost my mojo. And I need to find it again. So today I'm going to find it, but it doesn't help that I woke up at 3 o'clock. I'm getting my reading mojo back, which is cool. I didn't tell you what I picked. I decided to read. Well, this is short stories that Charlotte from Tide Mama Tries to Read recommended a while ago. So I started reading it last night. I'm only a little way in. But yeah, the writing's a really nice change from Jenny Openbeck, let me tell you. And then in between the short stories of this, I'm going to do it. I'm going to start the Overstory. Pumped to read this. So, yeah. Maybe the key to getting your mojo back is to get your reading mojo back first. Maybe that's why I'm all out of whack, because I just haven't sat down and had a good reading session in a while. Been tripping all over the countryside. So today is going to be just about slowly getting back into a groove, because I kind of went on a bit of a holiday funk. But this early morning start isn't going to help. Life, huh? So my husband just took the kids to school. My house looks disgusting. So I needed some light listening to clean my house too, and because I don't do audiobooks, which is something I need to rectify in 2019, I just do not have the energy right now. I'm going to watch reruns of Bye Bun's Vlogmas. I love Bye Bun's channel. Does anybody know what I'm talking about? She's great, and she's a freelance artist. She's amazing. But I love her vlogs. So I'm going to rewatch her Vlogmas episodes as inspiration, because I plan on doing Vlogmas this year. And I'm going to clean my house. I got to get out of this chair. Okay, getting my mojo back. Step 1, cleaning the house. Okay, I think I got my mojo back. I think mission accomplished. I was at the house by myself today, and that doesn't happen a lot. And I just cleaned the house, and I watched Vlogmas videos, and I just did it all on my own time, on my own terms. I ate well, that helps. I drank a lot of water, that helps. It's currently 36 degrees at the moment. It's a super hot day. And yeah, I've just kind of done things at my own pace, which has been really nice. But my day for me ends at 2 p.m. because that's when I have to switch to mum mode, and I gotta go pick up the kids and go to swimming lessons, and then I've cooked dinner for a friend tonight, so we're going to go to their place for an early dinner, and I'm gonna have cups of tea and hold her new baby. Perfect day. I'm feeling much better, and I didn't even have a little nap after my early morning. Here, I haven't read. Oh, that's what this vlog's meant to be about, reading. No, I haven't read a thing since this morning, but I will rectify that tonight after I get home from my friend's house. Okay. Hi, it's much later. I have had a wonderful afternoon with my friends, had dinner. My mojo's still intact. I know you're all worried about that. I feel good. I'm out of the post-holiday funk. So this is the end of this week's vlog. It's only been 3 days of filming, kind of lame. Sorry about that. So I thought I'd just wrap up the books because that's what this vlog's all about, huh? I finished Go Went Gone. We all know how that went. 3 stars. Meh. Just did not like it. I gave it 3 stars instead of 2 because it kind of redeemed itself at the end, and I enjoyed the ending of the book, but yeah, we all know I didn't like it. And then I'm in the middle of 3 books now, so I'm still plowing through The Feather Thief. I haven't read this since before I went to Melbourne, so there's nothing wrong with it. It's just non-fiction, and that's always going to be at the bottom of the pile for me. But I remember from a few weeks ago that I did enjoy it, so I'll continue with that. Also, I'm this far into this Great Orc book, the longest book title in the world. It's great. It's beautifully written. Really nice. This is short stories. I don't always get on with short stories. I need fleshed out characters. I need plot, etc., etc. And it's okay. The endings of these stories that I've read so far seem a bit abrupt, and when I read the last line of it, I kind of go, huh? Yeah, but that could just be my issue with short stories. But I'm enjoying it, and yeah, I will read that one. And then the Overstory. Super excited to get stuck into this. I'm like 5 pages in or something. I just briefly picked it up this morning. So yeah, next week is going to be finishing off these 3. But yeah, that's where I'm at reading wise. So thanks for watching this kind of lame ass no mojo kind of vlog. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. It's nice chatting to you. Okay, I'll talk to you next week.